Alright, what's up everybody? This is Rob Shack. So we are going to be doing the crazy ESCUDO Pikes Peak version on the Like the Wind race. We're gonna go crazy with this car because it's so freaking fast. Get ready, and I will cut to the replay now. Alright, so here we go. Zonda was too far behind, so I didn't really want to see how many laps behind he was. We'll just see it together when I am recording this live. So, Escudo's ridiculous. Absolutely a beast of a car. A lot of things happen this race, so try to watch as much as you want. But a lot of crazy things happen. For starters, let's go ahead and get this going right. Give the Zonda a little tap. But, so, yeah, we have a good time with this one. There's a lot of things to look for. The Zonda, I try to mess with the Zonda a lot, and I try to get the Viper to beat the GT1. Y'all can see by the end how I do with that. It goes really well. Yeah, my car. I can go. I'll go ahead and cut to me now because y'all can see it. So I want to see how fast, and I want y'all to let me know in the comments how fast have you gotten this car to go, and give me the specs because I just want to see. I'm curious. I kept the specs all the same, and all I did was move the final, like, gear ratio up to, I think it was like the furthest one on the right, so I think it's like 48, and then I moved up to the final, which was like 2.5, and I lowered it all the way down to 2.1 for this one. So I got up to 291 on the straightaway there, and that's, I think, the fastest I ever get, not in a stream, in a draft. I get over 300 chasing the Viper at one point, but y'all can see that later. I want to know in the comments below, how fast have y'all gotten this car, not in a streamline, but just like driving straight? How fast can y'all get it to go? I'm just impressed with how ridiculously fast this car is. It's kind of a beast. So, I mean, I'm already 15 seconds ahead of the GT1. Viper's there, and the Skyline, and the Speed 12. I also tried to help the Speed 12 beat the Skyline this race. I thought that would be kind of an interesting little twist because I like the Speed 12 a lot. I think it's a really boss looking car and it sounds awesome, but they don't change the gears in this game, so that's a problem. Here's the Zonda, just chilling in last. I make it my purpose to hit him pretty much every time I see him, just to like see how long he brakes for. Because you can hit him and he tries to stay around his top speed if you hit him. And so it's really funny to watch him just brake from like 6 seconds or 5 seconds or how fast. Because I hit him going 270 or like an up usually. But you'll see I have some really funny interactions with people and the Zonda. We all slam into each other at the same time, which is really fun. It's really nice playing as the ESCUDO because you can kind of do whatever you want in this race, and you can just mess with every single car, and it's really really fun. So yeah, I'll start it from here. So I'm gaining on him at like an insane amount. Hit him. He brakes for a pretty dang long time, considering that wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So it's kind of anticlimactic, but it's okay. Um, I'm now officially completely destroying the Viper and the GT1. It's kind of nuts that I can get this. My top speed of this, my best lap was 122 and like 300 milliseconds. But I was also barely trying because I was just setting myself up to slam into every other car. So if y'all, oh yeah, that's another one. Let me know in the comments what time you get with the ESCUDO. What's your best lap time? Because that's another thing I'm curious about. This car was absolutely just a tank, though. I mean, it looks like it shouldn't be able to go this fast because, I mean, and it's no brake lights, and it doesn't even look like it's. I mean, it's a rally car, but it's just unbelievable. The tires wear quickly. I never pit. Oh no, I do pit once, but I'll explain that later. I tried to like barely pit because I was just curious about how like quickly I could do 20 laps. I did this in 28 minutes, I think, but I was obviously totally ruining. I was just messing with everybody this race, so it's kind of hard to like really characterize that as my best time. So this was really annoying. I saw this on the replay, not the replay, but I saw this on the thing. The GT1 just jams the Viper into the Zonda and then just takes off. So my goal of this race was to kind of help the Viper. I pretty much helped everybody, but actually no, I did really help everybody because I just made everyone go faster. If I hit anybody, they would go flying at 240 miles an hour. See that I already need to pit because this car is going way too fast, but yeah. So the GT1 is now ahead of the Viper again, as the Viper really loved to take his time. Zon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I want to say that as often as possible because it is really, it's just been an honor to play this game with y'all because I feel like I'm just like playing with a bunch of people who like this game a lot, and that's pretty much exactly what it is, so it's fun. So thank you guys a lot for always watching and liking and commenting and everything. I just really appreciate it. Skyline just passed the speed 12, or the Zonda. Here comes the speed 12 on him. This is another one. This is one of those moments where I was talking about where we have some fun here. So here he comes. He hits him, and then I hit him out of the way. So my goal was to give him more speed than that, but I still gave him some. The Zonda is kind of getting ragdolled. I enjoy it. And so now the GT1 is still ahead of the Viper, but he's getting closer. But the Viper also needs to pit soon too. I also very much should have pitted, but nope, I did not. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. This has been just a lot of fun to play this game. Never actually beaten it all the way through. Not sure if I'm going to go for 100%. I learned that going for 100% means you have to do a lot of stuff in arcade mode, so I might do that. I mean, y'all can let me know if you want to see that too. I can do that. But yeah, thank you guys again. I really enjoyed doing the simulation mode of this game. It's just a really well done game. It's just different enough. They did a really good job given the few cars they had. They did a good job making this game like you feel like you're really doing a bunch of different races. Even though some races are just a one make, they still feel unique enough. And even if you have multiple versions of the same one make, they do enough to change up what you're seeing. And so I really like that about this game. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what your fastest time is and your fastest top speed you've gotten with the ESCUDO non-wheelie. Because I know the wheelie is the thing, and I'm going to do that for my 100,000 views celebration, I guess. Just apparently doesn't really want to pass anybody, so here he doesn't pass the GT1 at all. He brakes for so long. That's just crazy how much he has to brake just to stop. What was I saying? So I'm commentating this for the first time. I haven't watched this replay before. I just did the race. I wanted to. I still can't figure out the streaming thing. I don't know why. But so I just will talk to y'all like I am streaming, even though I'm not, because I guess that's like the best I can do at this point. Skyline is now pitting in. The Speed 12 will pass the Skyline, which I like because I prefer Speed 12 over the Skyline. I like the Skyline, but Speed 12 is like, it goes like 1. Here's another funny moment coming up here. GT1 nails the Zonda. I nailed the GT1. I meant to hit the Zonda, but then I ended up hitting the GT1 instead. And then I just wanted to see if I could outspeed his, like, going over his top speed, and I can't because he's a race car, so that makes sense. Yeah, so that was kind of funny. That's me helping the GT1 a little bit because he hit the Zonda and then I immediately hit him back up to over his top speed in about 1 second after he hits the, what's his name? The Zonda. So, you're welcome, GT1, because I just totally helped you in that moment. Yeah, this car is just crazy. And, like, I'm sure I can get it tuned more perfectly, but for it to be going up to 291 to me is pretty good. I don't think I ever got him up to 292, so I'm just gonna say it was 291. But just such a fast car, so out of control. Like, maybe it's just because I'm going 270 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour on the turn, but it feels like that car is just completely out of control. Here comes the Zonda and the Viper. I love how the Viper hits him and then re-hits him. They both do that. But it's really bizarre. It's just crazy. I've already lapped the GT1, and I've lapped everybody at least once. No, that's not true. The Viper and the GT1 I've lapped once, but everyone else I've lapped, I think, twice at this point. I've lapped the Zonda like a million. Okay. Kind of a lull in the race. I hope y'all have been having a good week so far. I am recording this on Monday, but I don't know when I'm going to publish this. It depends. Yeah. Okay, there goes the GT1. He's pitting in. I hit. Yeah, I don't help the Skyline as much as everybody else, but it's crazy. I'm going like 70 miles an hour faster than, I mean, the third fastest. 70 miles an hour faster, which is just absolutely crazy. So the GT1's out of the pit, but I'm gonna watch the Speed 12 hit the Zonda because it's always funny when they hit the Zonda. He's just going so slow. Oh, this was funny too. I remember this one. Just have a good little sandwich there. The tires are actually worn out because we keep slamming in. I mean, I'm hitting him every time I see him, and that throws off his tires every time. So I'm like, it's fine by me. GT1 and the Viper are still very close to each other. My goal is to help him, but so far the Viper's been pitting in at the times that are least convenient for me, because I would rather help him more than I do, but he's just he always pits right when I'm getting there because it takes me about, given that I'm trolling Honda, it takes about the time for the Viper to pit again. It takes that much time for me to catch up to him again and re-lap him. I mean, if I was not doing that, it would have been easier, but I'm just trying to make this race fun because this one was really fun to just slam into everybody going over 250 miles an hour, like guaranteed. Usually like 260 or 70 is what I'm hitting people at, or even I hit the Viper one time going 300 miles an hour. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I got to see how fast the Viper can go, which y'all probably already know that, but I didn't, so I will wait until I do that. Yeah, this race was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed messing with everybody and just kind of trolling everybody. I mean, I'm already halfway done, so I was halfway right when I started this lap. It's crazy because it's like been 10 minutes. This car is just unbelievably fast. Yeah, 122s are my best time. It's so fast. I just can't believe how fast this car goes. Zonda has randomly the front left and the back right tires are more worn, probably because we keep slamming into the back of him, which, I mean, I'm okay with that. This race with the Viper at some point too, and the GT1. I have like a bunch of cars that I want to do this race with. So it's pitting in. I'm pretty sure something funny happens here too. Let's just check this out together. It's nailed by the GT1, and then nailed by the Viper. So it was just two people hitting at once. It's funny to see how the tire wear on the Zonda becomes because everyone keeps hitting it. Except with me in the race, it's like another car slamming into the back of him. So it's funny to see how worn out his tires have become after just 6 laps when he's only going 150 on this course. But yeah, I hit him that way for some reason. I think I was actually trying to boost him, but then I just hit the corner. So here I come coming towards the Viper. I mean, if the Viper hits the changed because of that. Here we go. So I'm hitting him now. He's getting, I don't remember. I think it's how. I think he might already be, but I'm just pushing him so he doesn't know what his top speed is right now. I'm pretty sure his top speed is 73. Yeah. But now I'm not letting him hit it. Just pushing him. So I help him pass the GT1, which, I mean, is fine. So I try to help him as much as I can. I spend a lot of my race just boosting the Viper up to his top speed, which is just really fun to do because I personally like the Viper. It's a really great car. I mean, I like the GT1 too, but the Viper is just awesome. It's like the first car I bought in Gran Turismo, the first one. Yeah, I tried to stop him from pitting just to see if I could, and apparently you can stop the Viper from pitting if you just drive to his left, and he just like won't handle it well. Then the Toyota GT1 gives him a boost of speed that actually causes the GT1 to not pass him, which is really funny. At least not yet. I think he might pass him. They're just like parallel right now. Okay, at least the Zonda's not going to mess with this one. Cause I like that they're right next to each other. It's kind of a and they've literally been driving parallel. That's a cool shot. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. So, lap to 42. I think he might have just like drafted on him for a second. Okay. So now I'm gonna nail the Zonda again. This is the point where I actually finally, I kept trying to hit him, but there was always someone there. This is the first time I ever actually hit him while he was alone. I hit him up to, I think he was briefly at 230 miles an hour. It's probably the fastest the Zonda has ever gone in this game. GT1 nails the skyline there. That was nice. Slowing down the GT1 a little bit. Well, I think that's all that I want to say on this race. You can just enjoy the rest of it because I totally troll a lot, and you'll see how I do with helping the Viper, because I do make it my goal to help the Viper, so y'all can just see that, cheer them on, or just click to the end if you don't want to. It's pretty funny the way that the race ends. As y'all could see at the beginning of this little part, I kept in how far ahead I was over the whatchamacallit, the GT1 and the Viper, because I ended up being 3 laps ahead of them, which is kind of nuts. Because like I shouldn't be that far ahead of them, but I was. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, and enjoy the rest of this race. So as you can see there, we're at the crossroads of destiny with this GT1 and the Viper. I'm trying really hard to get the Viper to not pit anymore because I'm on my last lap. So this is the situation. I'm on the last lap. Over there. So GT1's really far ahead right now, but I am making him go over 260 miles an hour on the corner when he never normally does that. I'm eating cereal now, just for the record. And so I'm trying. He's going much faster than him. He's gaining on him. It's getting close, down to the wire here, of course. And you'll be able to see how this goes. And my goal is to keep my car right on the GT or on the Viper. I also have to think about, can I get him to not that possible? And I was like, maybe, but it's gonna be hard. And so just watch and see. So he still tries to pit and it doesn't work because I didn't let him. And so he ends up actually getting, I mean, y'all saw it. He ends up getting beaten by the GT1, but I really wanted it for him, but that's okay. So we got it. Hope y'all enjoy. And